Watch the firing prompt circle. Wait until it narrows to fire.
Hi there everybody, I am Murder, and today we're playing Steel Ocean. I'm going to be providing a brief review where I can basically either persuade you to not play the game or play the game in general. First of all, if you guys do enjoy the War Thunder or World of Tanks games, that's what I would consider this to be most like if I had to relate it to any other game. Picture World of Tanks, but you're not in a tank, you're in a big ship, and you're in the ocean, and that's what this game is. So, essentially, if you like the realism of those games, then you'll probably enjoy this game somewhat, even though this game does have some bugs and some crashes, as you will see here. This is my first game, by the way. I decided to look at my team to get a cool shot, and then that. Wow. 10 out of 10. Okay, so anyways, you know, this game isn't the worst game. It's not the best game. It has some room for improvement. Alright, when I came into this game not looking as if it's a finished game. I came into it looking as if it is a work in progress, and it has a lot of potential, which it still does. Now, I did get a little annoyed after a while over hearing the constant torpedo alerts that you will hear throughout the video. Just like that. Now, of course, when you get into a lot of firefights, all you hear is, yeah, okay, yeah, it just goes on. Alright, see now, I'm sure there's a way to turn off the alerts, but at the time I seemed a little bit annoyed at the, because I don't really need to hear that there's a torpedo 200 meters away from me that is hurling in my general direction, because that's not really helpful to me. Now, this game does have a pretty good tutorial system. When I first went in, it was a lot of this. It was a lot of driving to targets, but tutorial is not necessarily about entertaining you. It's about teaching you the game in the shortest amount of time possible, which it did. It tells you all the basics that you'll need to know before you actually go into a multiplayer combat. Now, after a little while of the tutorial, I got to the part where you come across a ship, and I guess they were supposed to teach you to shoot a ship, and you'll just see for yourselves.
Enemy warship found. Enemies are displayed as red marks on the minimap in the bottom right corner of the screen.
And yes, that was the game crashing completely for the second time in the tutorial. Now, I'm sure this is a bug or a issue in the game or in the coding in general that makes it crash instantaneously, but I feel like for a game that shouldn't be that, I guess, graphically intensive on your computer, so any computer should be able to run this game. Right now I'm playing at high settings, and even at high settings I didn't feel very impressed with the War Thunder and World of Tanks. Those always seem to hold a certain standard that a lot of games weren't able to reach with the amount of stuff that was actually happening in the game compared to the graphics that were being displayed to me. This game kind of seemed like the resolution was down. I'm not sure if that was just my monitor, even though I don't understand why that would happen, because every other game I play isn't like that. Now, this is my second ship kill. This is directly after what you saw in the intro, and that was a large explosion. And honestly, I'm not trying to just pick out small things, but in this game, I didn't feel very immersed. When I shot that ship, it didn't seem to be very satisfying to me to get a ship kill. When you down a plane in War Thunder or destroy a tank by yourself, you feel accomplished because you did something by yourself, and you were able to, I guess, take out an enemy. Just like in DayZ, if you were to kill a person, it's another online player, and it gives you that satisfaction, really, just like actually, making them lose what they worked for. Even though this guy didn't really lose anything. And one thing I'd like to call out, victory, as you can see at the top. That is how you know you won. I played around for like the 5 seconds that was up, and I had no clue what was happening. I assumed that we were looking for the last guy, But no, we had one. The issue there is they should have included, you know, a sound that would make you indicate that you guys won, or maybe just make the victory thing bigger if they don't want to disturb you with noises. But, you know, after the 7th torpedo alert, I don't think that's the case. So, you start off with 3 ships here, just to give you a quick little background. You have 3 ships. You can send 1 ship in a battle at a time, so if your ship gets destroyed in a battle, you're going to have to wait till that battle is over to use that specific ship again, and then you'll have to repair that ship, if I am correct. I'm not positive. I only played the game for like 40 minutes. You know, and I don't mean to judge so harshly on a game that I played for 40 minutes, but from what I saw, I wasn't impressed. However, this game still does have a potential to me, and I do find it to be somewhat enjoyable to, you know, be in those combat situations where you're actually fighting other people in massive battleships. One last thing in this game is if you guys are looking for the realism that is in games like World of Tanks or War Thunder. I know I like to reference those games, but that's just the game that I can relate it to the most, is because they usually start you off with 3 planes. You can use 1 plane in a battle, and then you have to wait, and it just seems kind of like that feel. And I'm not sure if the developers of this game are trying to play off of that, or if they're trying to drive away from it, but either way, I don't think they're doing the best job right now that they could be doing. I wish you spawned a little bit closer to the enemy. Not too close, because you obviously don't want people firing, but there's a range on the guns anyway, so they're not going to be able to fire if you put them a certain range away. But it takes around like a minute to 2 minutes just to see combat, which, you know, for games like these, it's alright. War Thunder, I feel like I could get into a little bit more just because it's entertaining. This, riding a boat through the water wasn't, you know, that entertaining to me, and I can't look back on my teammates because the game will crash. That's a pro tip right there, by the way. Now, Steel Ocean is out on Steam right now. It's free to play, so I can't judge too harshly on a game that's free to play. But, you know, the reviews are mostly good from what I've seen, alright? And that's a good thing. But this is one of those games where when I heard my doorbell, I went to go and get the pizza that was delivered to my house like this. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Murder. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and comment if you did. Goodbye.